Probably would help me immensely if I turned the microphone on.
Well, we were trying to get the candle to work.
Yeah, because I wasn't paying attention to all the details, I suppose.
Yeah, so I'm sending Nina. So do we have to?
I'm rewinding. Okay. Hi, Peter. I would just like to point out that Vicky, you were on before I was because I couldn't figure out how to work the microphone. Just saying. So it's Monday. And it's 8 o'clock. And if it's Monday, 8 o'clock, it's Mighty Monkey's Nerd World News. And I am your host, Daniel Day-Lewis. And with me, as always, is the lovely and vivacious Madeline Stowe.
Was she in Dances with Wolves, too?
No, they were in Less Than the Mohicans together.
That one I knew, but...
Yeah.
Well, who was
that was Mary McConnell or McConaughey or something. I can't remember.
Mary McPherson?
No, not McPherson. She
Mary
was the one.
Something.
She played Laura Robinson in the Battlestar Galactica reboot. I can't remember.
President
Rosalind. Laura Rosalind. Thank you. Yeah, I'm doing good. Hi, Vicky. Hi, Melanie. Hey, Kels. The Peter and Ann are all here, and you have friends. So, light news week. We're going to start with this particular graphic right over here.
I thought that was a really cool graphic.
It is a cool graphic. In an age of light, a darkness rises.
Does it like the red behind it?
It does. Very nice. I like those touches. Star Wars The Acolyte gets poster and release date. Oh, and it's a Koski sighting. Cool.
Yay!
Well, I see Matt Muzak. I don't see Koski. I'd be excited to see Koski. That'd be great.
Koski sighting? Where?
Koski's the man.
Where?
All right, one of the most anticipated Star Wars projects on the horizon, Star Wars The Acolyte, revealed its official poster, which shows the new project debuting on Disney Plus beginning June 4th of this year. For those of you who are looking back at it in an archaeological standpoint and are viewing this video from 3,000 years in the future, that's the year of 2024 of the Common Era. The poster, which was shared on the official Star Wars Twitter account this morning, also teased that there was something that will be arriving tomorrow, March 19th. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, say no more. More looks at the series, a possible trailer, we're not sure, given the lack of information that has been shared about the latest project, other than it takes place in the High Republic era. Fans are eagerly waiting for any information to give insight as to how things operated in a different era of the Star Wars galaxy. While audiences have seen glimpses of the era of the High Republic in comics, novels, and video games, The Acolyte marks the first time fans will get to see this point in Star Wars history in a live-action format. There's the Koski sighting. I see him. We love the Koski, but we don't love him as much as Vicky does, which is phenomenal.
Oh, see, there it is.
Congratulations, brother. That is so awesome news, by the way.
I didn't even... Oh, it came up on Ann's thing. It says Michael Koski is watching. She goes, Koski sighting, and I'm like, where? You see? I said, where?
Yep. And then there's Jonathan.
Yeah.
Hi. Let's see what we got here. The new series is described as a mystery thriller that will take viewers into a galaxy of shadowy secrets and emerging dark side powers in the final days of the High Republic era. A former Padawan reunites with her Jedi Master to investigate a series of crimes, but the forces they confront are more sinister than they ever anticipated.
Not that. Not sinister. Thank you, Matt. Thank you, Matt.
That's
Thank you, Matt.
We love you, Nico. Just saying, man. Just saying. We love you, Nico. Poor Nico. He takes the abuse at our hands.
Oh, it's funny because Nico and Matt ran into us at Syracuse Collectors Con, and of course Nico was like, gonna get ready to ask me if there was guests, and I had to put him down gently that no, I don't have any guests.
You know what's
and I'm like Chris is going into the thing. No, Nico.
Yeah. You know what's interesting is we've been learning a lot more, and the strike, the actor strike that happened and writer strike that happened last year is having some long-lasting effects. There's been some other issues that we're working around at the moment, but a lot of folks who normally would be sitting around waiting for things to happen are actually going out and trying to make things happen. So a lot of folks are reading for parts, and they're working on pilots and stuff like that. So folks have been too busy to see if they can go to a Comic-Con. That's been happening. And that's one of the main reasons there's been such a delay in folks getting back to us. So we don't have a guest announcement. As Tanya and Ann have pointed out on several occasions, we are terrible at keeping secrets.
Oh, big time.
So when we have one, you'll know, because we won't be able to keep it to ourselves for long. Just saying. Keep that in mind.
Melanie says my hair looks super red tonight.
It does. Looks nice and
rather than purple?
And purpley red.
Purpley red?
Yeah. It's very pretty. So
Mm.
we're going to run back over here. The Flower City Comic-Con, September 13th, 14th, and 15th at the Total Sports Experience in Gates. Keep in mind this year, folks, we are building a brand new Friday night programming. It will be based around some of the vendor floor will actually be open. So if you don't want to mess with all the panels and you don't want to mess with all the shows and stuff and the costume contests and everything, you'll be able to come, putz around, meet some of the vendors, do a little comic book shopping, stuff like that. Now, for those of you who want to party for 3 days straight, we have you covered too, because there will be a cosplay dance party. There will be a one-shot of Dungeons and Dragons that you'll get to sit and watch from the spectator seats. There will be a couple of other things going on in various parts of the building so that you have the opportunity to be entertained for 3 days in a row.
Oh, yeah. Sean,
by us.
3 days. Sorry.
3 days.
Friday night.
Sean, you knew that. We talked about it already. Don't anyway.
Anne's like, I ordered more freeze-dried Skittles. Alex and I eat them all today. They're one of the new vendors that applied this weekend had freeze-dried candy.
Freeze-dried candy?
Freeze-dried candy. Freeze-dried Skittles.
Interesting.
They were amazing.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Were they cold, or was it like they're already, or they're just dried out?
They're dried out, so they're put in like a freeze dryer, and then
Sleeping is highly overrated. I don't do it anymore.
Sean says we need to work on our communication. No, we communicated. It's a matter of were you listening to any of the Nerd World News is when we put it out there.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, it's okay. We still love you, Sean.
But freeze dried. And correct me if I'm wrong, but we wanted to thank Lynn from Syracuse Collectors Con for inviting us down to Table Swap. We had a great time. We met a ton of great people, new people.
How many comic book vendors did you see there?
4?
Give or take 4?
Give or take.
Cool.
Yeah.
Right up there with the 5 or 6 we usually have, but we're going to have more this year. That'll be fun.
Because Ann and I wandered the floor several times because we couldn't sit at our table constantly because we would get really, really sleepy.
Well, you have ADHD too, so
yes.
we
would do a circuit every so often, and Ann was talking to one of the comic book vendors because she was looking for certain issues of Spider-Man and things like that. So she's got his information, but it was difficult to get to his comic books because there were comic books on the floor because he had so many with him. So, which was awesome that he had a ton there, but it was a struggle for us when Anne was looking for specific ones. But she did buy from a different vendor 4 New Kids on the Block comics.
Should we talk about the candle?
Yeah, there was another vendor there. It's called Item Get. They're out of Cohoes, New York,
which is just north of Albany.
I got a Luke candle.
The Fallen Leaves of the Feywild.
It's a really. I brought it up in order to.
It smells nice.
It smells awesome. I was sniffing all of the candles. It was right at the end of our.
I wonder if I pull it up higher, it'll stay lit.
I don't know.
I'll look at that.
I sent them an email going, I'm having trouble keeping this one lit. Do you have any suggestions? They were at the end of our row.
Yeah.
So it was awesome. It was amazing. I have to think it's getting dicey because it's getting dicey and Jedi because they gave us kudos to any of the vendors that went and talked.
So nice.
That went and talked to them about our show.
Yeah.
And they were so upset when they couldn't be with us last year because of conflict or whatever. But they're coming back this year and they've got some new stuff. They've got a dice tray that's got Jedi's picture in the middle. It was so cute.
I think that's one of my favorite memories of going down to New York City Comic Con this past October. Was my first trip to New York City Comic Con, and running into Eugene Commodore, and then running into the Dicey folks and Jedi. Mm-hmm. It was so fun. I'm walking in their VIP row, and I look down. I'm like, is that Jedi? And I look up, and there they are. And I'm like, hi guys.
Yeah. And Anne's right. Jedi is getting his own stuffy.
Oh
yes,
my
God! Be about this big. While you're talking,
when we get the semi stuffies,
go downstairs to find her toy.
Okay, you got to get her toy then.
Yep. Come on, let's go find her toy.
So we're gonna have a Juno sighting shortly, and that'll round out the show. Next piece of stuff that I wanted to cover. It's unfortunate. We do in memoriams every so often here on Nerd World News. We talk about folks who have passed on. This one, I will admit freely that very few celebrity passings have really ever affected me. It's usually like, oh, that's terrible. Oh, I'm going to miss that guy or that girl, whatever the case may be. I remember when Elizabeth Sladen passed away, the woman who played Sarah Jane Smith in Doctor Who. That definitely was one that caught my attention. Yeah, she loves her new toy. We got a new dog toy for Juno. She has her own sword. She's armed.
And this is from.
Let's not get too far off track.
It's getting dicey. So.
Yeah, I'm with you, Jason. So we are going to, unfortunately, if you have ever been to a Renaissance festival anywhere in the country, you've most likely run into Don Juan and Miguel. The actor Douglas Conzioca, who played Miguel, passed away over the weekend after complications from a stroke. He was 68 years old. This one definitely hit harder than most. I agree with you, Dee. Doug was just a beacon of light. That's all I can there's really no better way to say it. He was just enthusiasm and energy and laughter and life. He always made everybody feel like they were the single most important person that he was talking to ever. When he was chatting with you at the moment, he had hugs for everybody. He had smiles for everybody. And Jason, your quote is undeniable. His humor is unmatched. Now, Jose Granados and his daughter, Dakota, Jose being Don Juan and Dakota being Esmeralda, are continuing the tour. They will continue touring and performing for folks, and we hope you get a chance to see them. And I hope you get a chance to give them both a big hug because they have lost a big member of their family recently. And our heart goes out to the Don Juan and Miguel family, the whole thing, and all the people that are involved in that. These are class act human beings, and Doug, you will definitely, my friend, you will be missed.
They were like the best part of the Renaissance Festival.
Oh my God, yeah. Him and Giacomo the Jester. Carl Ash is the musician's name, and Looney Lucy was on his wing at all times. Linda Cavey, just great people, and those were the reasons. Those folks were the reasons why I fell in love with Renaissance Festival so much. So Doug has passed, and that's definitely something. It feels like you really have lost a member of the family when stuff like that has occurred. So that's kind of a thing, and his family in Oregon will be making an announcement soon. Good, I hope so. I know that he was down in Arizona and then moved up to Oregon to be with family, and then something occurred during the move that exacerbated the complications he was experiencing from the stroke he had in February. So, but I'm not going to delve too deep in it. Just, the bottom line is that we are missing just a class act human being right now. Anyway, so that's pretty much the entire show. Do you have anything you'd like to add tonight?
We are going to be out at Toricon this coming weekend.
We are going to be at Toricon at RIT, Rochester Institute of Technology. So look for us there. I will be there. It's my first public appearance since
2024.
In 2024, yeah, since the show of last year. So I will be out in public. They're actually letting me out in public, folks. What do you know? It's amazing. And so we will be there both days.
Yes. Primarily Melanie and I on Saturday, because you have Saturday shift. You'll be in and out.
Yeah, no, Saturday shift for work, I don't have until Eclipse weekend is when I have Saturday shift.
Oh, okay.
So now, are we still gaming at your house on Sunday?
Yes.
Okay, well then I'll come join you on. Well, I don't want to, because I don't want to be away from this one too long. So I'll come by on Saturday, and then I'll pop in for a little bit on Sunday.
Okay.
All right. So you're not, because will you be alone on Sunday otherwise?
I think Deanna said that she would probably be there on Sunday.
Okay.
So yes,
So we'll be
Melanie
there.
and I'll be there definitely on Saturday. Chris will be there on Saturday.
We know what we're doing. Really, we know what we're doing. Honest.
I thought this weekend was your Saturday weekend. I guess it is the eclipse weekend.
Yeah.
Okay. Which for
I can't hear without my captions. I'm trying to speak more slowly, like a professional broadcaster, just to help closed caption understand what the hell I'm talking about. Don't forget, someone has to come pick me up.
I said yes, we will.
No. Melanie, if you start walking now, you'll be there by Saturday. It'll be perfect. Of course, we're gonna pick you up, sweetheart. All's good. No worries. Am I? Is it me? Okay. What time do I have to pick her up by? You'll figure it out.
We said
we'll workshop it.
We'll
be
details.
Yeah. Hey, I have a 3D printer working in the house. Thank you, Sean. So I printed out some figures. I'm starting to print out some minis. If you are one of the lucky folks who's in the D&D one shot, we're going to work your character out ahead of time. You get me STL files. I'll print out the mini. It'll be fun. I think that's about it. My dog is now armed with a sword. I'm going to have to deal with that.
She is loving it.
She loves new toys. And it's also got some cool sounds to it. It's kind of like some nice.
It's got like crinkly sounds and stuff. There is a squeaker somewhere in the middle.
Yeah, I think she's starting to find it.
Oh.
So there's the link, fellas and ladies. That's our online digital presence across the planet. It's all of our podcasts, all of our websites, all of our social media. Feel free to click on those. If you go to the FC3 website, you'll notice that a couple of applications are live.
Yes.
The volunteer application, which has yet to be edited by me, but you made it live anyway.
I can make it unlive.
No,
you need to see it live in order to see everything in there.
That's fine. But get a chance to start plugging in on all of the links. Yes, Melanie, all of them. And we love you guys. We miss you all. I can't wait to see you. If you show up at TorahCon, make sure you stop by and see me so I can say hi to you and I can wave vigorously like this. And it'll be good. Jason Howard, did I see a recent picture of you, or are you a lot less Sasquatch than usual? Did you like shave and cut hair? That's like, I'm not going to recognize you if you show up and like stand in front of me. I'll be like, who's this guy? That'll be weird. And Melanie will be there. Jason's, I love you guys all. I got a bunch of Jasons that I hang out with on a regular basis and chat with. Deanna, good to see you. Matt Music, it's even good to see you too, buddy. And Ann and Peter and Vicky and all of the folks who stop by every week to hang out with us for a few minutes every Monday evening. You are treasures to all of us. We love you dearly. We hope you have a great week. Have a safe week. And we will talk to you again next week. We gotta go now.